What is up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Pushing Buttons. This is episode 51. And I am one half of the bromance B. And today we're missing somebody.
I know.
Damn, Claudia rolled her eyes a little too hard for that one.
How dare he?
How dare he go to Six Flags without us? Yeah, so I'm one half of the bromance B, and I am joined by the very popular, very Instagrammable, Miss IG her damn self, Claudia.
What's going on? I'm pulling out lashes.
Eyelashes are falling apart over there. Girl things. Women things. We don't know anything about that. So yeah, I am one half of the romance beat, and we got Claudia over here too. Keith is not here today. Obviously, you can tell. There's a chair missing. It's just me and Claudia today. We're gonna shoot the shits. Keith, fuck you. I'm just kidding. He knows I'm just kidding. Maybe. Yeah. And before we go around the room and see how everybody is doing, I do want to say that we are on all streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your ass. We're on YouTube, so go subscribe. Keith would greatly appreciate it, even though he won't tell you. And he definitely won't tell you today. So yeah, we're going to go around the room and see how us two peoples is doing.
Yeah.
And we'll start with you, Claudia. Claudia, how you be?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah?
I'm just ready to honestly just have a weekend where I'm just chilling, like doing nothing.
I don't think you've had a weekend where you were just like, I'm not doing shit today. Like,
Right.
There's been nonstop.
Go.
Wedding season, wedding season does that to you. So
No.
I've never had that. I haven't had that yet. It's just one wedding for me. It's not wedding season.
Yeah.
Right? So I haven't never had like multiple weddings to go to and attend to. It's actually my first wedding ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not even when you were little?
No, not even when I was little. Like I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up a bit, but a little traumatic. But yeah, I've never been to a wedding. My first wedding that I'm going to is in September. We'll see how that goes because Delta is running hot.
It sure is.
And it's Lollapalooza weekend too, so it's running hot with the Delta variant.
Yep.
How do you feel about that, Claudia?
I mean, it's definitely a scary one. I feel like whenever Dr. Fauci, whatever,
Fauci,
that dude.
Yeah, that
whenever
guy.
he comes out on TV and he's saying something, I'm like, shit.
Bad news.
Bad news now. Like he never comes out to be like, yeah, we're doing good. He always comes out to fuck up my day.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fucked up. We're fucking up.
But yeah.
He's like a pastor, but
He is.
you're not doing anything right ever. This is how you should fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Delta variant's running crazy. Lollapalooza is this weekend. It looks like wild. I saw pictures of it. It looks insane. I'm sure the rest of the world has seen it. How come we didn't talk shit about Rolling Loud, but we talked shit about Lollapalooza? I feel like nobody talked shit about Rolling Loud, and it was the same thing. It's a festival.
When did that happen?
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, if that. It might still be going on. Shit, I don't know.
Oh shit. Well, to be honest with you, I don't even know what that is. So maybe it could be that there's people out there that are like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And I'm not gonna lie, I found out Lolla was happening this morning. I had no idea that it was Lollapalooza weekend.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. We're fucked up, man.
Yeah. I'm just like,
as humans, we're messed up. Yeah.
No idea.
No idea that's going on, but yeah. So Lala, yeah, I don't know, man. I was gonna go too, but then I'm glad I didn't choose to go because it's crazy looking. The pictures look nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna move right along. We got shit to talk about today. There's one thing I really wanted to talk to you about, Claudia.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. This was maybe you agree with me. I mean, I'm just excited for no reason.
We'll see.
But it was this Dr. Dre thing I saw, right? Mm-hmm. And it was the Dr. Dre thing, and the wife, they're getting a divorce. He's getting a divorce from his wife. They have kids together. She's getting $300,000 a month for spousal support, not for child support. Spousal support.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Is that enough? Is that not enough? Is it too much? Is it okay? You think that's decent? $300,000 a month. That's about, I don't know. You do the fucking math. That's
How long have they been together?
a long time.
A long time.
Like 15, 16 years.
Okay, that is a long time.
Do you think she should be getting more or less? Is it ideal?
Shit, I mean, give me $3,000 just because I.
$300,000.
Oh, 300. Oh.
A month.
A month? I thought you said 3,000. I was like, oh. I mean,
No. $300,000 a month.
I wouldn't complain. That's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of money.
So it's a lot.
It's a lot.
So we're at the lot spectrum.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
A lot of money.
Put it in perspective, a year.
That's a lot of money.
That's almost $500,000 a month.
Oh, yeah. Literally.
There's 12 months, people. There's 12 months in a year.
That's a lot of money.
I forgot what the total is, like 20-something million probably, or 20-something $20 million. And some people were saying that it wasn't enough. This is for spousal support. Keep in mind, it's not for like,
it's not even the
it's not
child support.
Well, the argument was that they've been together for a long time and she deserves a cut and he's a billionaire.
But he still has to do child support because some of their kids are underage.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of money, though.
Even though he's a billionaire?
I mean, you could
keep in mind there's levels of billionaires.
You could do so much with $300,000.
Yeah.
So much. Like, she can pay her wherever it is that she's living. Who knows? Maybe he gave her did she get a house?
I don't know. I don't know what they got, but it's still a lot of money. Like,
it is still. I mean, if she got a house, I think that's a good amount. I don't think that's good.
You pay the house off though. Like, what are you talking about? Property tax?
No. I'm talking about like if in their relationship they obtained or bought homes together. Like if she got a cut of the
Let's say she got half of everything, child support and the $300,000. You think that's decent?
Is
that
decent.
fair?
To me, that's fair.
Really? You don't think it's a little bit much? See, the argument was that they've been together for a long time. Mm-hmm. She deserves the lifestyle that she's been living even after they divorce, which I disagree with.
See, I never understood that.
Yeah.
I never understood why someone needs to maintain that lifestyle and why the person is in charge of making sure that lifestyle is being maintained.
Yeah.
Like, I never truly got that. And I guess maybe it's just because us basic poor people are just like, I guess we're not together anymore. Whatever. You do your thing, I do mine.
Okay, so if we were rich, would you be asking for half? Would you be asking for spousal support if you had kids and you've been with this person for a long time and they were a high-profile celebrity and they just became richer the longer you wouldn't?
I expect $300,000.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. To me, that's bullshit.
Hey,
I don't agree with the $300,000. That's way too much.
If I have to keep up my lifestyle because that will affect me mentally.
No, it doesn't.
Emotionally.
I'm sorry. You going on trips.
How do you know?
Doesn't fucking matter. You going on trips to wherever the fuck you want to go to and living this lifestyle of whatever is bullshit. You shouldn't be getting that much money.
That's a lot of money.
My money on top of that. Like, some people are saying it's our money because they're together and they've been together for a long time.
For a long time, yeah.
But no, fuck that shit. And it's because of me.
That's what I'm thinking too.
That's crazy, bro.
It is because of him.
Let's do it this way. What if you and Jade divorced? You were a billionaire and Jade was asking for $300,000 of your money to go live the lifestyle that she was used to living with you together. You would be willing to do that? See, we don't look at the overall spectrum of things, right? We're just looking at it from them two together, right?
Right.
But if that's in the mentality that's you and it's your money and it's somebody you hate now, or you might not even hate. You might just don't want the side of them.
That person
but anymore. You're reminded every day that you are giving this person that you are no longer with $300,000 a month.
So, okay, how does that work? So she asks for that amount.
Yes.
And then basically lawyers talk.
Yes.
And then they agree.
No.
Or how does that?
It goes to court if you don't agree.
And they went to court?
I don't know if they went or they didn't, but if they did, I'm assuming he lost. And if they didn't and that's what they agreed on, then that's a different story, right? But either way, that's a lot of fucking money. I don't even know how we get the $300 on my end. You get what I'm saying? So it had to have gone to court.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm like, $300, $300,000, cool, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah, I don't think no. I don't think somebody's going to be like,
that's not happening. No, that's not happening. You're going to court.
That's a lot of money.
You're mad, bro. I'm mad. The regular person is mad. They're just saying it because they don't have it right now. But if you
No, yeah. If like you said, if I'm married to Jade and I'm a billionaire or a millionaire and she's asking for that much, I would be very pissed every time I see my bank account.
Yep.
The first of the month.
Yep.
I most definitely would.
This is until.
But then I can also see the other perspective.
This is until either Jade kicks rocks or she marries again.
Right. And a lot of times I've noticed they do not.
Why would you remarry again?
They do not marry.
Why would you remarry again?
They do not.
Dude, I'd be pissed, bro. You're dating somebody.
Yeah.
With my money. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way you're going to convince me to say that you're okay with that. No sane person is okay with that.
Yeah, I get that. I get you with that. But then at the same time, I can see the other side in the sense of like, yeah, you're used to living a lifestyle.
Well, now you don't.
Right.
It's gonna have to get toned down some. It's not. You're not losing it. It's getting toned down.
I think that regardless, you are still going to stay with something.
Yeah.
Like you just. I guess you just have to be smart and invest your money, so then you can continue with the lifestyle that you want.
Yeah. I'm with that. I'm with spousal support if it means that you're trying to do the right things.
Right.
But they're not. I don't think so.
No.
I want to see how the shoe would be if it was the woman doing it to like a woman divorcing the guy.
Well,
and then the guy being like, you need to pay me $300,000. I want to see where women stand on that.
See that, I think, who did that happen to? I've heard
Kevin
of
Federline. Somebody told me, my girlfriend told me Kevin Federline. That Kevin Federline is getting paid from the Britney Spears estate.
Yeah.
Which also led to another argument about how I said he's getting paid from her dad, and she was like, "No, he's getting paid from Britney. Let's get that." She said, "Let's get that right. He's getting paid from Britney." No, she's not. He's not.
Because
it's not
Britney
hers.
is not. Right.
It's not hers. Her dad's paying.
Yeah.
Her dad's paying Kevin Federline, not Britney.
And I think Jennifer Lopez was another one that had to pay some sort. Or no, never mind. That had nothing to do with. No, that was just extortion. Never mind.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I bet you it would be looked at different if it was the guy asking for $300,000 a month.
Oh, definitely. They would definitely be like,
right?
Damn, he's lazy.
Yeah, you're lazy ass. Right. Go get your own money.
Yeah.
Why are you looking for the woman to support you?
No, I agree.
Right?
I agree with that.
That's trash, man. That's trash.
I agree with that.
I was so mad when I saw that.
But hey, I'd be happy if I get even just $3,000.
Look at Jeff Bezos' wife. He was a billionaire, and then she got divorced from him, and she was a billionaire.
Mm-hmm. There's no way she would end up broke.
That's crazy. She didn't have to ask for spousal support. She got half of everything.
Everything, literally.
That's insane.
Wild. Money, man. Money.
Crazy. It makes people do crazy things. I know everybody likes to say that it wouldn't change them. Get the fuck out of here. It would change you.
It would change people.
It would so change you. I'm lazy, but it would get me to do shit. Like, I would be doing stupid shit, too. Just, it's a must when you have money.
You'd be going up to the moon.
Right. I'd be going up to the moon, which I'm kind of not against, but whatever. That's a different story.
You'd pay?
To go to the moon? Fuck yeah. Dude, I told you. Did we have that on here? Was that the conversation we had on here? Where I was like, rocket ship or feeding world hunger? Like, I'm taking the rocket ship first, and then I'm feeding world hunger.
You mentioned something like that.
Then I would be like, I'm going to give people money to eat. But first, I'm taking that trip to the moon.
That's fair.
That's like with anything.
I mean, but that's the thing. And I think something else that you mentioned with that is that it's not people's jobs to do none of that. Like,
it's not.
It's not,
It's not. Next time you go to work, take your little bit of paycheck and go feed 500 people with it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, your little $2,000 on your account. Give it all away.
Give half of that away because you have enough money to feed 500 people and be okay.
Right, and that's the thing. People love to tell billionaires and millionaires what to do with their money.
Yeah,
like,
tell me what to do with my money.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. They have all the money in the world, but what can we do? We're not in their position. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get there if you want. Get there. When you get there, you feed the world.
They probably won't.
They probably wouldn't.
They probably wouldn't.
There was other things that we had going on. We didn't speak on this, but now it's become a thing. And you sent me that video, and I didn't know it was a thing. Simone Biles.
Yeah.
I have a couple of things. I have a couple takes on the Simone Biles thing. There's like I'm on the side that's like, okay, I get it, and I'm on the side of like there's something iffy.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
So for people that don't know, Claudia sent me a video, right? And it was a video speaking about how like super right-wing people, like the super right-wing people that have like podcasts and shows and like that run blogs and newspaper edits or whatever, were saying negative things about Simone Biles, and saying how she is a shame to America, how she's an embarrassment to America because she took mental health over winning gold medals for the country. That's insane. That isn't. First of all, that's an insane. That is an insane sentence to say. Period. Yeah. Like you chose your health over America.
How dare you?
How dare you? Right. So that's crazy, right? So that's one. So I thought that was very interesting. First of all, I'm a big mental health person. So, hey, Simone Biles, you took your time off to be away from the sport. Whatever, you took it whenever it was that you took it, right? Some may call it a terrible time to take it, but that's the time you took it, right? So you took it, cool. I'm with that. I'm with the whole mental health thing. What do you think? Is that okay for her to take that, Claudia?
Yeah, I mean, if she's genuinely feeling overstressed and that her mental health is not fully there, then of course, yeah, she should take care of herself mentally and physically and whichever other way. But it was weird the way
it happened. Didn't she say she got hurt first? Or didn't they say she got hurt first? I don't know if she said it, but I know somebody said
I heard something
that she had gotten hurt first. That's what I had heard.
I heard something about that. That I think that's what came out first, and then she came out saying, no,
it was my mental health.
My mental health, yeah.
Okay.
Which a few athletes, well, I don't know, at least that tennis player, what's her name?
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, she also came out a couple months back, kind of just
good for her.
Expressing that as well. I guess that with Simone, the thing is that it was the timing of how everything happened. I know she was doing something in the Olympics that didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are
they came in. Well, she kind of like tripped up because she stated, right? She tripped up a little bit on one of her routine things that she was doing on the balance beam or the flip things, the gymnastics. So she like messed it up or whatever, and then cost them, and then they came in second in the end, right? But yeah, so it happened right like after that. So that's fine. Whatever. Take your mental health seriously. Cool. Naomi Osaka and Simone Biles, take the time you need, right, for your mental health. The Simone Biles ones, like you said, is a little weird. Yeah. Also, with the weirdness of that, it was that a couple months or a month or a couple weeks even before the whole Olympics thing, she was walking around telling everybody that she was the GOAT.
Very cocky.
Yeah, she had the thing, the goat on her, is that leotard or whatever? Suit thing. Yeah, the bodysuit that they wear for their gymnastics. She had the goat on there. Life was good. On her slippers. Like life was good, right? Like you were saying all of this, and why can I not put the goat on my gymnastics outfit? Cool, I'm with it, right? But then you can't. For some reason, I feel like you can't turn around and be like, I don't want to be in the Olympics anymore or whatever because of my mental health.
Because then, okay, just because I'm not following the Olympics, I don't know if you are, but so that was that competition. Would she have kept going to redeem herself, or was that just the end of it for the U.S. team?
I think that might have been it for the gymnastics portion of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that might have been the end of it for the gymnastics portion.
Okay, so they basically came in second, and then she was just kind of like, I'm taking a break.
Yeah. Well, no. She got hurt. Then they played without her, and then they came in second. Okay. And then she was like, yo, the reason I didn't participate was because I got hurt because I had my mental health going on and I didn't.
And do you think that she also put a lot of... Okay, not trying to blame it on her because I don't like to do that, but with the whole goat situation, do you feel that maybe she would have put in a lot of pressure on herself?
Yeah, well, that's what she said. She said she put that there was a lot of pressure on her to be the best and to be this and to be that.
That she also kind of went along with.
I think, and that's what I'm arguing. Yeah, is that she added to it by saying that you were the GOAT, which sports people don't take lightly, right? When you say that, right? And so that's the kind of issue I have with it, right? And it also brings up another good point. I'm a big LeBron fan. I've been since he came in the league. This is what he was talking about years ago, right? And he got bashed for it. He got bashed for taking his health seriously and basically being like, yo, like, I'm not playing tonight. Like, I don't want to play. Like, I'm tired, or my body needs the break, or I need the break mentally. I'm not playing. He's gotten bashed for that all the time, right? And so that's why I feel like we need to keep the same energy with everybody else, right? You're gonna take some heat when you say you're the greatest of all time. You're gonna take some heat. What did you think was gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be a dick about it, right? Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole and like be like, man, mental health is not serious. But you put a lot of that pressure on yourself too.
She did. She really did.
By saying those things. And, you know, maybe, you know, just let your work speak for itself sometimes. You can. I mean, LeBron's never said that. Never said that he was the greatest of all time. When he won, he said he felt like the greatest of all time.
But that's different from saying,
that you're I am the greatest of all time, which she didn't say either, but you insinuated it with your...
The goats?
Yeah, with the little goat emoji on your bodysuit thing.
Yeah.
So it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that she's...
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see where she put the pressure on herself. She did that whole routine. It didn't go as planned. And then she was like, fuck. You know, and that can take, like, I can see that going that way.
That direction.
But hopefully it's a lesson learned for her, too. Where it's kind of like, okay, I need to also give myself a bit of a break.
Yeah. Or so, you know, like Naomi. She was like, fuck this shit. I'm just not going. Like, before the thing. She was just like, you know what? I ain't feeling it. Mental health is all messed up. I'm out. Peace. And she got shit for it, right? Yeah. And that was, to me, the right way to do it, right? You know, you put that pressure on yourself. There's pressure from everybody else as well to perform, and maybe you should have done that, right? That would have kind of saved you some of the criticism that you got. But yeah, shout out to Simone Biles for doing... I think women are starting to take that more seriously now, or sports athletes in general are starting to take like it more seriously. That you need to take breaks or you need to step back, which I think is fair. How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel the need for an athlete to have to sit in front of people after you either win or lose in your sport, and then have to sit in front of people that have to ask you questions about how terrible you did? Do you think that should...
Shit.
Do you think that that's okay? Do you think... Because they're getting in trouble for it. So like in football and in basketball... In these sports that are heavily media based, you speak to the reporters,
right? And then if you don't,
you get in trouble.
You get in trouble, right? Yeah. That's what I hear. I mean, do you really want to talk to somebody after a long game? That's the thing. Like, you're just exhausted, and it's just working the person.
What if it's in your contract?
Well, shit, you signed it. Then you're gonna... I mean, if that's a part of your contract...
I think in the NFL or somewhere, it is part of your contract.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like similar with when people win awards at award shows. Like, why do I have to go back there to talk to a bunch of people?
No.
Like, I just don't get it.
That is tough, man.
Like, you're already talking to reporters.
Yeah.
Like, on your way in there, and then you have to go on your way out. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of energy.
That's tough. That's tough to go, and especially if you lose.
I know, because then they be petty Reporters are so
they're asking you the same shit. You know, they're asking you what you did wrong. They're asking you how you feel about the laws. Like,
that's playing with people's emotions.
Right. And then if you act out of line, you're in trouble. Like if you act crazy and you fucking snap at somebody, you get in trouble, or you look bad in general.
Yeah, I feel like athletes are held up to this unrealistic standard where they're kind of like superheroes. They can do anything, and it's like, no,
I'm a human being, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
that sucks. But yeah, shout out to Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka, which I will be watching her documentary on Netflix because I really want to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on there already.
I didn't even know she had a documentary.
Very interesting. I've been on a doc tear. I watched Donut King. That was good. Yeah, I've been watching some crazy ass shit. I just
watch random.
I just started watching Dr. Death. Really good.
Where do you get these documentaries from?
This one, Dr. Death, is a show based on a killer doctor. Yeah.
Shit. Where is it on?
On Peacocks, on the Cox. Peacock. I call it the Cox.
I'm not gonna repeat it anyway.
Yeah, on the Cox.
Okay, and that's a streaming.
That's a new. Peacock is I believe either NBC.
Oh, okay.
Or CBS, one of the two altogether, and then a couple movie companies altogether under the same umbrella.
Okay, how much is it a month?
It's $5.99 with commercials, and then $10 without.
Okay, I'll think about it.
I get it with my Xfinity, so I don't pay for it.
Makes sense.
But yeah, Dr. Death, man, dude's killing people on.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I think like 33 of like the 38 people he saw were fucked up. Well, he killed 2 people out of those people, and then he like was making people quadriplegic. Is that the word? Like he was making them handicapped.
Oh shit!
So like he was botching surgeries, like back surgeries and
shit. Was that here in the United States or?
Yeah, it was in Texas.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You hear of the craziest things, but they're like so low key.
Yeah.
And then the story comes out and like documentaries, and you're just like, whoa.
Like the other one that I saw recently, the story of did you hear about it?
Which one?
Oh, I can't forget. I don't remember like asshole's name, but probably shouldn't even say it anyway. Anyway, it was in Florida. He chose to represent himself. You didn't see it? He murdered his like girlfriend, and then he killed his either stepdaughter or daughter that was autistic and couldn't speak or do anything. And then he tried to kill his son. And then, so the way he shot the girlfriend was, it's getting vulgar. Yeah. What are we? Sensory alert.
I know.
Yeah. If you're not into this shit, just skip forward.
Warning.
Trigger warning. So he shot the girlfriend, hatchet the daughter, and tried to stab the kid. Then he set the house on fire.
This sounds so familiar.
And then after all of that, the little boy survived. And then he went to jail, obviously. And then he went to court and he chose to represent himself. And he basically said, like, I didn't do this shit. And then he cross-examined his son in court. Yeah. And like the little boy was like, like he said that he saw his dad kill his mommy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was fucking crazy. That was a wild ass story.
And they allowed him to do that?
They allowed him to be in court. Were you allowed to represent yourself?
Right, I know, but I'm saying like with the little boy, that's rough.
Well, he took the stand because they had to like.
How old was he?
Child.
Jeez.
Child. Yeah. God. It was fucked up. That was a fucked up story.
There's actually a case here in Chicago Illinois. But Jade, she had a client, and this lady suffered from domestic violence, and I know he had some drug issues and he was aggressive. But he actually attempted to kill her. She survived. She had a daughter, but it wasn't with him. It was with another man. The little girl witnessed everything. Like the way he beat her, it was just like brutal to the point where they had to bring her back to life. And then unfortunately, the little boy they had together did die because he took the little boy's life and then he took his own.
Damn. It's some crazy ass wild
and then
stories.
mind you, this little girl saw the whole thing, and it's just like, God, what? I can't even imagine growing up with that.
That's sick
on your mind. And what would make him like? What the fuck?
Well, with this one, the girl was autistic, dude. She couldn't even talk, so he hatched away at her, and she couldn't say anything. That's insane.
That's disgusting.
To be able to like see somebody that's about to do that to you and you can't
say anything,
or say a damn thing is fucked.
I mean, or even the person doing it. Like,
yeah, the guy. I'm surprised the guy that was there, like, he didn't like plead like insanity or something, because he didn't look to like all the way there. But you gotta
usually they plead.
Yeah, insanity. I guess he chose not to. He got like 3 or 4 life sentences or whatever.
I'm surprised they didn't give him the death penalty. Where was this?
Florida. I don't know if they have the death penalty. Probably not. There's not too many states that have it anymore. They
in cases like these, I don't know.
Well, some people still think that going to jail is a bad thing. Explain to me what you would do with that one if you're not going to take them to jail. I'm just saying. Right? Mm-hmm. Like, people believe that you shouldn't take people to jail, that jail systems are whatever, and they're this and they're that. That's cool. I completely agree with some of the things that they say, but instances like this, you explain to me what you're doing to make society better or to help society.
Nothing. You're just keeping somebody there.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't know, but sorry, we got dark. We went through a little dark spell, but we keep on moving. There was DaBaby comments. I wanted to talk about that too. DaBaby, what a piece of shit that guy, right?
Wild shit. What the fuck?
When I heard that shit, I was like, he didn't say that. Not in public.
Right. I thought people were, because the media tends to exaggerate a little bit. Yeah. But then I saw the video and I was like, oh shit, he really did say that. When
somebody showed it to me first, I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand there was no context, so I didn't understand the video. Then I sat at home and I listened to it. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is he talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fucked up. It's a little fucked up. It proves the misconceptions about a lot of things.
Yeah.
How did you feel, Claudia?
I mean, so first, let me just say that I still don't understand why Dua Lipa was brought into this.
Because they have a song together.
I understand that. I still don't understand why she was brought into it. Like, she literally had to come out and apologize. First of all, she's not the one that said these things. Mm-hmm. But people held her accountable just because she had a song with him. Yeah. That they probably created a year ago or so. Mm-hmm. What I would think that when you create a song with a person, you're not really creating friendships. Like, I highly doubt that there are some artists who are closed, but sometimes you just do a feature with somebody and it's like cool things. If I see you around, we vibe. Mm-hmm. But that just didn't sit right with me. At least I appreciate the fact that she came out and she was like, this shows the misconception. But I don't think she should have been held accountable to do an apology. He should have been held accountable to do an apology. And he still hasn't done it.
He came out and said some goofy ass shit.
Right.
Like that we were tripping or something.
So I feel that when it comes to rap, a lot of times there's a lot of misconceptions with LGBTQ in general. I don't know if it could be the culture behind it. I don't know much about it. But with him, something I did notice in the video is that as he was saying this, people in the audience were just going along with it. Mm-hmm. Like, you didn't really notice any shifts or none of that. People were just kind of like, yeah, and I would have thought, maybe people would have been like, wait, what are you saying? And maybe just with the adrenaline rush and the excitement that you're in the concert, you probably weren't even who knows? Maybe you're not even paying attention to what the fuck he's saying. Mm-hmm. But the words that came out of his mouth there were some strong words. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're an ignorant. Because you could get it.
Yeah.
You could get it. And you don't need to be with a same sex.
Yeah. Let's be honest though. You said something there. that there's misconceptions within the rap. No, let's be fucking more straightforward than that. There's fucking homophobia in rap and hip hop and in that culture.
Oh no, yeah.
In the music culture, there is homophobia still.
Yeah.
I'd be damned if I said I didn't hear some of it in some of the songs that I've heard in the past and some of the songs probably that I've heard now. And so we gotta be honest, right? It's a problem, right? It's something that's visually, that you're hearing, that you're seeing, that it's there, right? And so we need to address that. If you're doing music or if you're doing whatever, you need to address that in that community, because that is an issue, right?
Right.
We like to hold the culture accountable, and we like to say that because that's what they call it, right? Hip hop and all this other stuff, right? It's a culture, right? Or the culture. So you want to call it the culture, then you need to hold those people accountable in that culture, right? Because they like to say also that hip hop and rap and all these and music in general, that they're a very welcoming community. Well, for certain things, right? Yeah. And so that's where we need to figure that out. Like we need there's work that needs to be done. I'm not part of the hip hop or music community. I do make music, but I've never used any of that shit. So to me, there is a sense of accountability, and you don't have to go far. Look at the Lil Nas X shit. Look at the Lil Nas X shit and how that has an impact on the hip hop and music community, rap community, where people are bashing them. Yeah. There's a couple rappers who came out and said DaBaby said nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of those rappers that came out and said nothing was wrong. There's a couple of rappers who've came out and bashed, I'm sure, Lil Nas X for the shit that he's been doing.
I've actually have heard of, especially with his latest video.
Yeah.
I've heard of some. I can't remember the names, but I did read.
There's a lot.
A few.
Yeah. There's
just kind of.
There's a lot. Yeah, and so that shows a lot about the culture, right? And where it's at. And I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but there's a problem. Yeah. So address it. What the DaBaby said was insensitive, and it was uncalled for, and it was wrong, and you're an idiot, and you should fucking be held accountable for it. Right. Are we probably gonna do it? Probably not. Even now, like look at the shit with Tory Lanez and Meg. We never heard anything about it ever again, and people were going insanely crazy when people were saying that we didn't believe her.
Right. And actually, that's funny you mentioned that, because that came back now with this whole DaBaby situation, because he brought
Tory Lanez up.
Yeah, he brought him on stage, and apparently Meg and him did a collab too or something, and so people are kind of like, oh, that was shady, or I don't know. People kind of just connected everything.
But it's like, what the fuck? Like, we haven't heard anything about this. That's super weird.
Yeah, again, all I've heard was because of this.
Yeah.
After that, nothing else.
We didn't hear anything. We haven't heard anything about what happened with the Meg and Tory thing at all. But everybody was getting bashed for saying they didn't believe her. Yeah. But ain't shit happened. He's making music again. Yeah. He's just as popular as he was. Like, I don't think he really lost much.
Right. I think they were trying to make it like a Chris Brown situation, where he really did get affected when he did what he did to Rihanna. And he's still, I feel like he's still struggling.
He's still popular.
No, he is, but I feel like a lot of times any little thing he does, it's like right away just point the finger at
Well,
him.
it has happened, where they've accused him of still beating women.
Everything, like anything with a woman, right away.
Yep. So
I feel like that's where they were trying to go with Tory.
Yeah. Now that we're on a topic of music, how did you feel about Drake pulling out Dodger Stadium to go on a date with this girl?
Drake is so extra.
Drake reminds me of Rojas.
Yeah. If he had money, he'd be doing some extra
outlandish shit. Is that outlandish?
What? That's extra.
To go to a date, rent out the Dodger Stadium when they aren't in town to go have a date on the field.
And I wonder, are you really as a woman?
She is. Women were impressed. Shit, guys were impressed.
I don't know. I'm like, okay.
They hold Drake to a high. They hold Drake to a high standard. Keith holds Drake to a high standard.
Yeah.
So
Keith will probably do that too.
Yeah.
Just because
he probably didn't see nothing wrong with it.
Right. Right. I don't know. To me, it was extra. I didn't see it as a romantic gesture whatsoever. Maybe because to me, like a baseball stadium I think of like sweaty and screaming and beer. I don't think of a romantic place. But hey.
Hey, you had a private chef there. There was a table.
Must be nice.
Table for two.
Must be fucking nice.
Oh, so you're saying, so there's a little bit of jealousy here.
Well, just because I'm thinking like, damn, all that money he spent, like I could put myself through college.
Why don't you feed world hunger, Drake?
Yeah.
Instead of spending money at Dodger Stadium for a fucking date.
Donate it. Master's degree.
That's lame. That is corny. I don't know. I saw it as corny, but whatever. And people were like saying like, oh, like guys think they're doing the most by taking a girl out to like a steakhouse and spending $200, and Drake's renting out a whole stadium.
That's true.
Hey, well, whatever. I don't have the money that he has. Fuck it.
I mean, Drake is extra.
He's extra as fuck. He has a bag of collections for his future wife. You know that, right?
Why?
That's
what
creepy. He's a creep, bro.
What if
I'm telling you, that is my theory. That has been my theory for years. He is a creep.
I mean, the whole thing that happened with
Millie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with Adele.
Oh yeah.
With washing Adele's clothes, and then Millie Brown texting Millie Brown, which she's also involved in controversy. Did you hear about that?
Oh God, with the dude.
That was bad.
So I heard something about it where he came out.
He came out and talked a lot of like wild, outlandish.
How old
she's not even 18, I don't think.
Okay, but she's like 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was wild, outlandish.
Did you hear what he said? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, what did he say?
Like he was talking about like how she's and all this. Like it was outlandish, wild shit.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Sensory alert again. Trigger warning.
Wow.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yikes! I heard something about that, and then him coming out and kind of sort of taking things back or apologizing and something.
Whatever, you said it. So.
Right, like it's still out
but
there.
that makes Drake even weirder.
Shit.
Does that not?
I mean, ever since that whole little friendship, I thought it was weird. Like, I don't see why a grown-ass man needs to be texting or talk. Like, I don't know. To me, unless you're related to this person, I don't see why
Call
that
me a
needs
hater.
to be. I don't see why that needs
Call
to be.
me a hater. He has a bag collection for his future wife, bro, of like collectible bags, like these like expensive ass bags, like Birkins or some shit like that. Expensive bags. Yeah, that's creepy. That's some psycho shit. If a regular dude does that, you know how crazy I look?
You don't even have a wife.
Right.
To be.
Right. What if I was like, yo, like I got a bag of dresses for my future wife to put on when
crazy.
That's some psycho ass shit.
That makes sense why Rihanna didn't want to end up. She was probably like,
and he has bad taste.
Too much.
I was talking about this with my girlfriend too. He has terrible taste. All his women are sorry, but that's what it is. Butter faces.
Butter faces.
Like everything's not but her face. Like
okay. I see what you're saying.
Like they have like amazing figures.
Yeah.
Drake's a butt man. I'm a butt man too. Hey Drake, shout out you, man. But the face, yo.
Yeah, he does.
Like they got, I wouldn't say ugly. They just got strong faces.
Features, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
agree.
He's Jewish, so maybe that has something to do with it. Like some of the Jewish women have like strong facial.
But are these women even Jewish?
No, but they're like probably like from like you know a European. Like I feel like he has that like European, you know, Middle Eastern kind of look to a woman. Yeah. Where it's really strong though, like strong facial features.
Yeah. See, that's weird because when you think about Drake, I'd be like, okay, I can see him with this beautiful woman. And then, to be honest, when his baby mama came out, she has a really nice body. She really does.
Yeah.
But then I saw her face and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, she's not ugly.
It's not the ugliest thing in the world.
It's not ugly, but it's like a weird facial structured. I don't know. I'm not the cutest man in the world either, but whatever.
Not.
But like I'm saying, it's
but
it's got
our
a strange...
faces are better than Drake's baby.
yeah. I agree. Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree, Claudia. But yeah, he has terrible taste. I don't know. That's just me.
I think for me,
out of all the girls he could be with, terrible taste.
You know, I think Rihanna and him were so cute, but I feel like it was mostly the media that put them together.
I think she looks better with ASAP, who she's dating with now.
You know,
That's a nice couple.
I do too. Even though ASAP is like a little scrawny, skinny, but I love his personality.
He's cringe sometimes, but yeah.
But I love, like, that's what I like about him. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's a good pair. I like that pair.
I like them, yeah.
That's
like
a nice pair. But yeah, Drake, get it together, buddy. It's really bad.
Yeah, he is a creep. He is a creep.
Well,
he's hot though.
Go ahead. I mean, I'm not knocking it. Whatever. People find him attractive. He has terrible taste though, so he might not be his type. he might be like, nah. So then we'll do one more. I had this one I saw on somewhere. I don't know where. It's not Twitter. Okay. I saw it on somewhere, and it was about like sexuality. This girl was saying how people shouldn't have to divulge their sexuality to somebody. Do you agree with that?
Sexuality in what sense? Like
if you're bisexual, pansexual,
like
heterosexual, whatever. Yeah, your sexual orientation. That's orientation, right? Sexual orientation.
Sexual orientation, yeah.
She said that you don't have to tell that, not even to the person you're with.
I would like to know if my significant
I wonder if you're at the minority of this.
I would like to know. Like, yeah, I want to know. Why wouldn't I want to know? I don't know.
Well, she made the argument that people are always saying that you owe it to your partner to tell them if you're into men, and she was more like, well, like they like you should worry about you and only you, which makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, are you talking about sexual orientation, or in the past if they kind of just had a fling with people?
No, like their sexual orientation. Yeah.
I mean,
like if somebody's pan or bisexual, like yourself.
Okay.
Like basically saying like if Jade doesn't have to tell you she's bisexual. Right.
Just assume that whatever happens.
Right. Just assume like, yo, I'm with you. I like you, and that's what it is. Don't worry about whether I like men or women. See, animals or whatever.
I'm nosy, so like I just like to know people's business, even my partners. But I definitely see what you're saying and what this person is saying. But at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of like a part of you. But then, I don't know. To me, I could see it. If you don't want to share it, it's fine. But then what if all of a sudden it's like, and you're, like, yeah, I'm actually bisexual. And the person is kind of like, why wouldn't you mention this to me before? I don't know. I feel like it's something that your partner would appreciate knowing. I feel like it would matter. Unfortunately, it would matter more if I'm in like a heterosexual relationship and I was a bisexual woman. But however, I feel like
I still don't think it should matter.
No, I feel like the person might be a little bit more like, why didn't you tell me? I don't know.
Because I like you, motherfucker.
That's true. I don't know. Personally, I disclose.
How would that apply?
I don't have an issue with disclosing.
Oh, you're saying like a woman and a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I don't have an issue with disclosing it. It's something that I do talk about because that's who I am. I feel like it makes a part of my dating life. Like usually when you start dating somebody, there's a point where you're kind of like, oh my God, yeah, my asshole ex, And so like, how would you go about that?
I think maybe
they and them just to not disclose.
I think that applies more to when it's more broad. Not so much when it's like
around?
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Oh no, yeah. If you're just dating around, there's no reason for you to disclose. I've dated around and they have no idea that I am a bisexual woman.
You wouldn't tell them?
They were shook when they saw pictures.
But would you tell them?
No.
Did you feel the need to?
No, not if we were just like dating, getting to know each other. Like,
I guess. Would you be offended if you were dating somebody and they asked you that?
No.
Somebody told me that they get confused by me.
Why?
I was like, I guarantee it. Why? I like what I like. I promise you.
I think you want to know what it is. I feel like people are not used to seeing heterosexual men who are so like masculine.
Pick your words wisely, Claudia.
I guess like I don't know how that to even say that ruggish or whatever it is. Like they're like manly, you know, like the beard and just basketball shorts and just whatever, you know, like the typical men.
So the
dude, yeah, like the dude, yeah, exactly. I feel like they're not used to seeing men like that being so comfortable with themselves.
So I'm an anomaly.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't, if I see you walking around, I'm not going to question. However, we have like certain people I have certain people in my life where I did question their sexuality. I was like, and they turn out to be gay. Because there's always like, you know, and of course I'm no one to be like, hey, I just kind of let it happen. And when they were ready to express it, they kind of just said it to me. And I was just like, you know, I wasn't like, I knew. But I was like, okay. But that's interesting that people would, because you do not seem. I've gotten that before. Has it been from a dude?
Or I've gotten the attempt to try to get me to, you know, like.
Was it a dude that said, like, they're just trying to get with you? You know, they're just trying to get with you, B.
They be trying it. That's what we talked about.
They're trying it.
That's what we talked about.
You need to set those boundaries.
Remember? That's what we talked about, though, right?
We did talk about that, and that's not okay.
But I don't care. I don't care enough to be like, hey, stop it.
Right. But I think that there is a fine line between kind of being like, you know what? I have a girlfriend. You know what I like, to like continue and pushing it. Because there's people that will push it. Mm-hmm. And that's where an issue comes into play. I think sometimes they feel like it's the hunt, right? Like they feel like it's a challenge. Mm-hmm. But it's not.
But yeah, it's weird. Now you're just being weird. Yeah, like you're being like that's kind of creepy.
Have you ever felt uncomfortable by whom, like, I don't know, a man kind of approaching you and being like, "Hey, trying to hit on you"?
No. And
when it happens once, and it kind of like, does it happen again, or is it just kind of like?
Well, it happens pretty often. Yeah, it happens pretty often.
From the same person, or just
no, it happens from a barrage of people. And then I'm not stupid. I am an idiot. Like I am an idiot when it comes to things. Some things I can catch on to, and some I can't. Like I'm just fucking oblivious to it. But I don't know. I don't see it as like offensive.
Right.
For some reason. I don't know. Like I've gotten all of it. Like I've gotten. That they like me, or that they're attracted to me, or that I'm cute, or that I'm handsome. I've gotten suck my dick. I've gotten I want to fuck you. What time you get off?
It's very straightforward.
Yeah, I've gotten some really. Have you ever had a sexual encounter with a man? You've gotten all of that stuff. I've gotten it all.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it is what it is.
I don't care. Like I don't take it like offensively, and I think that's what it is. I think that's what you're saying. Maybe I'm like a hybrid of something. Like they just think like you're a weird dude. Like
exactly. Like why aren't? I guess they expect for you to be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, like what are you doing?
But that's wrong.
I know.
That's wrong to think that. How come we don't look at it that way? That'd be like me going up to you and
stereotyping you.
Yeah, and stereotyping you and being like you. Like you would know about nails and polish and dresses like that's an asshole move for me to say, right? Mm-hmm. And I talked about that before too. Remember where I said it would be asshole of me to assume a gay person likes me.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's not the other way around. Like you're not an ass for trying to do it the other way around.
Right.
Like you're not an ass for trying to flip me. Mm-hmm. I'm an asshole for assuming you like me. Because if like I assume you like me, you're going to say that either who the fuck is this straight guy to be saying that I like him, right? Or whatever the case may be, right? And so it looks bad on me. So I'm kind of fucked in that situation.
There's no winning.
No, yeah. Like I can't.
I mean, I do know some people from the community could be very pushy.
Yeah.
Very, very pushy. Mm-hmm. Almost like those annoying pushy dudes at the club that you don't want to dance with, but they still like that. And that, I mean, that's not cool. Well, B, you're a wanted man.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I can do. Except be myself. I continue to be myself. That's all I can do. Yeah. But yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
I love you all. I love everybody. I don't have no malice against nobody. Right. I don't care. I love you all. But yeah, let's wrap this shit up. I think this is good. I don't even know how long we talked. This lasted a little bit longer than I thought it would, actually. But before we get out of here, Claudia, I do want to say that we are on all streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your ass. And we're on YouTube, so go subscribe. Keith would greatly appreciate it, even though he won't tell you. Maybe he'll tell you next week when he comes back. Don't forget, we are your podcast favorite podcast. Claudia, thank you for being here. Thank you for still showing up. It's always fun kicking shits. Keith, fuck you again. And yeah, we are outie.
Bye.
Peace.